Well, this is a social center on Sweets Way, N20, where members of the community and some of us from outside who've been involved in wider housing campaigns around London have come together to open up a perfectly good home and put it to use for the community at a time when a property developer called Annington Homes are trying to tear down all of the 150-some flats or houses on the estate and turn them into luxury homes that nobody here will be able to afford. So we were lucky. We got here a week ago, and we got into this space before the damage had been done.
Yeah, they've put the frame on so that you can't even shut the door properly. So all the damp will creep in. And they've ripped out all the water pipes, all the bulbs. A lot of the electrics don't work. No heating, no windows, the radiators and all that windows. Painful. Like, you walk through central London and like every other doorstep is housing someone. And you've got like 94 buildings here that have just been trashed by the council. And there's like thousands of empty homes in Barnett alone, and there's like 1.5 million empty buildings in Britain. And then you see these people having to like rough it out on the streets. It's tragic. There's not really enough word for it. It's cruel.
So you've got the people who will actually open up an empty home, but won't necessarily engage as directly with the community. And then you've got community members who maybe won't do anything as radical as open a place up. And what we've really been trying to do here is bring both of those things together in a way that allows that kind of the trust that's needed to open up those conversations and to get people comfortable with tactics maybe they haven't used before. This has created a community hub where people who have been struggling alone with the precarity and the total uncertainty of feeling like they're going to get chucked out any day have taken that and turned it into a sort of a collective strength. Had any response from Annington Homes, they hang up every time we call them.
And have the police attended the property?
They have. They've come and chatted with us in a relatively friendly way so far. They actually turned away some of the private security guards who tried to break and enter into the property a couple days after we got in here. Told the security guards they had no legal right to do so. So that was sort of unexpectedly positive. But you know, they don't have the legal paperwork required yet to try and do something with us. So we were well aware that their attitude may change as soon as a court order appears. Former residents, which I think has been the most important and powerful thing about this place, that there are people here every day who have been moved miles away, several boroughs from Barnett, and who have to come back here every day, often taking an hour and a half to travel on buses in order to get here, to bring their kids to school and whatnot, and to go to work. And those families just keep coming back. They come here and they cook food together with us. They come here, they watch films, they organize. We have a daily organizing meeting. So it's the ex-residents, I think, is the piece that's inspired me personally the most, because it shows that there was a community here, and what, even with that distance, that huge gulf between where they live now and where they're coming from, they have still managed to, they're still making the efforts to come together day in, day out. So there's been the ex-residents, there's been a number of people from different parts of the housing activism and the squatting communities who've come and dropped in. There have been a growing number of journalists, independent, but also a few more mainstream ones more lately. And you know, we had Russell Brand here today, so that's certainly going to help get the word out about what's going on Sweets Way. We want to make it a friendly and open place. We want to make it a place where families can bring their kids. We want to make it a place where people can sit down on the couch and talk about really hard things that are going on in their lives right now.
I'm 14 years old, and I'm in year 9. This is the house that we used to live in.
So which one you pointed at?
This one. Sent us to Enfield, which is like 2 hours from here, in Ponders End, and then so I have to wake up 5 o'clock. I have to catch 3 buses to get to school, and because it's disrupted my work in class, like in school and stuff like that, I picked my GCSEs, and it's disrupting my learning, like, because they didn't say where we were going to move until the day we had to move like that, and then the effect is put on my sister, my mom and my dad. And so because with this they've taken my dad to hospital because of this, because he's been depressed by this housing problems. Like most of our things we just had to throw away because like a short amount of time, and then just we had to put some things in the storage, and then it was closer to school, and I would go to school with my friends.
Did you do anything after school?
Yeah, I have football. I play for a team, and we train just down here. And because my mom and dad don't drive, so I have to go to my manager's house, which is just a 5-minute walk from here. And now I have to 2 hours just to get to his house, and then the journey to go to football as well.
Cool. Did you have mates around here?
Yeah, I had people from my school that used to live here. Now they've moved, and yeah.
Whereabouts have they moved to?
I don't know.
No, the door doesn't close. If just you push it like that, you can come in.
Yeah.
Inside.
So it wasn't secure, and then the fridge was leaking.
The other people's mess, you know, nothing clean. Even the carpet is very, very dirty. We don't have shower. I have to take my children to my friends' houses to ask, please, if my children they can have a shower. And my son play football, and you know they need a shower.
We need 2-bedroom house, and then because we need 3, because my mom, my dad, and then me and my sister. So I have to sleep in the living room.
And have any counsellors come?
No. I gather a couple members of the campaign have had conversations with a couple of councillors, but there has been no actual presence from councillors here.
These are okay.
They are okay.
There's nothing wrong with them, and
why?
They're just knocking them down for the sake of knocking them down and building posh new houses for rich people.
Really listening to where people are at and spending the time doing what needs doing to kind of build a sense of trust and community amongst those who are involved in the action. This open house, this social center, as a way to bring people together, to start people organizing, to really build a sense of community that this company is trying to destroy. And so we do a mix of things here, from kind of workshops and film screenings to community meals, kids baking cakes, like whatever it is. If it brings together community and it helps raise awareness and challenge the companies involved, this is a space for it. And so we're just trying to facilitate that as much as possible.
Me, my mom and my sister came here to spend the night. So what they do is they do like different families take different days to come and sleep here. And so yesterday we came and slept here, and it was good. It was like we were back at home, because it's the same as our house. And
We
then,
feel home.
yeah.
The children, they were crying yesterday because they miss, sweet way.
Is how housing campaigns around London are joining up, because this is a campaign that's become incredibly connected with our West Hendon, the Dulles Valley, the other campaigns in Barnett specifically. Barnett Housing Action Group have been really active, but I've been a member of the Focus E15 campaign in Newham, and so Focus has been incredibly supportive of helping this happen as well. And I think it's these kinds of connections that are really terrifying the private property developers at this point, because we are coming together. We haven't appointed a single leader who's going to preside over a kind of a consortium of local housing groups, but we are connected and we are working together. And so when something like this comes up, there's a lot of resource, a lot of experience, a lot of energy that can come from the other campaigns and build on each thing that's taking place. And so there's a beautiful kind of mutual aid network that's emerging across London right now, and it's amazing to be able to be a part of that.